An initial toxicology report from Matthew Perry's autopsy indicates a lack of 2 specific drugs in the late actor's system, following his tragic death at age 54 on October 28th. But that's not the end of the story. Police told TMZ that Perry did not have either fentanyl or meth, 2 common culprits in opioid-related deaths, in his system at the time of his passing. Additional testing will take 4 to 6 months to complete. Further toxicology testing will investigate whether Perry had other substances in his system, including alcohol, cannabis, cocaine, and prescription drugs, like antipsychotics and benzodiazepine. Pending additional investigation into the actor's untimely passing, Perry's official cause of death has been listed as deferred by the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office,
which means additional tests will be needed.
Perry was discovered when emergency services were called to his Los Angeles home for a cardiac event, while Perry was in his hot tub. No illegal drugs were found at the scene, but police did find antidepressants, anti-anxiety medication, and COPD medication, though these were all prescribed to Perry and stored properly, according to The Sun. The actor, best known for his role as Chandler Bing on Friends, was an outspoken advocate for sobriety and addiction recovery, and wrote extensively about his addiction issues in his 2022 memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. He opens the book by describing previous health scares, including the time that his colon burst due to complications from drug use.
I'm a drug addict. I'm a person that if I have a drink, I can't stop.
Detailing the tribulations he experienced after heavy drug and alcohol use, Perry wrote, "I am no saint, none of us are. But once you have been at death's door and you don't die, you would think you would be bathed in relief and gratitude. But that isn't it at all. Instead, you look at the difficult road ahead of you to get better and you are pissed. Something else happens too. You are plagued by this nagging question, why have I been spared?" Unfortunately, Perry's passing likely could have been a result of damage to his heart after years of substance use. WSLS Roanoke spoke to cardiologist Dr. Bradley Allen, who revealed that even people as young as Perry could be susceptible to cardiac events like heart attacks. Dr. Allen told the news station, "We do see people in their 40s and 50s fairly commonly having heart attacks. Unfortunately, the initial presentation for a lot of folks is sudden cardiac death, which if that is the case for Matthew Perry, he's unfortunately part of that statistic." Another contributing factor could possibly be Perry's use of his hot tub, particularly since he was alone. According to the Cleveland Clinic, hot water can exacerbate pre-existing heart conditions. As described to the clinic by cardiologist Dr. Curtis Rimmerman, hot tubs and saunas are potentially dangerous for patients with known or suspected heart disease. Because a person's temperature rises and blood pressure drops when one uses a hot tub, it can cause cardiac events if a person is already suffering from heart damage. Importantly, if Perry did experience a cardiac emergency, it likely would have been the result of his past struggles with addiction and would not indicate any recent substance use, particularly considering how well his friends and family have reported him doing in the past few years. His pickleball coach told Entertainment Tonight,
"He was really focused on turning everything around and he was doing a great job."
Throughout his too short life, Perry was a tireless advocate for anyone suffering from addiction, and he even turned a home in Malibu into a sober living house for a 2-year period. Perry worked with the National Association of Drug Court Professionals as a spokesman, and in 2013, President Barack Obama's administration gave him a Champion of Recovery Award from the White House's Office of National Drug Control Policy.
The best thing about me, bar none, is if somebody comes up to me and says, "I can't stop drinking, can you help me?" I can say yes.
If you or anyone you know needs help with addiction issues, help is available. Visit the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration website or contact SAMHSA's National Helpline at 1-800-662-HELP 4357.